Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The race for the division continues to heat up as 2 of the best square off next. Patrick Corbin is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Henry Hoskins. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder, Henry Hoskins.
First pitch on its way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike 1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And that one just missed outside.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Joe Pennant is on deck. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. His batting average is on the rise right now, and if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span, so he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Here's Joe Panic to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. A ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
2 balls and a strike to count. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called. And it's a pair of punch outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
First baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 13 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. It's the Giants 0. Diamondbacks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ariel Miranda will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number one. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a neck-high fastball that time. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've brought 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The average sitting at 292 here to start playing. 15 long balls, 56 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Marte rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but don't give it a try.
Jake Lamb standing in now. And he hits it hard to the right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Digging in, Andres Blanco. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Bouncer up the middle. There's one. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Diamondbacks get 1 on the Goldschmidt double. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Arizona. So in now for San Francisco, Austin Slater. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And that's in there for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. Missed with a slider.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Giants have come back to tie things here at 1-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swing and a line drive, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball, just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
And he takes ball 1. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Acevedo. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping into the box, Ariel Miranda. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Tough slider down low for a strike. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Up next for Arizona, Joe Acevedo. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Too low, 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the 2nd.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To Crawford for 1. And for the 2nd time in 2 innings here this afternoon, they bounced into a double play. Standing in, John Ryan Murphy trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher's spot from leading off the next inning.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Patrick Corbin is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 home to short. Played on the backhand. He'll go the short way to Panic at second, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance. Henry Hoskins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A bouncer to the left side. Blanco has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman, Joe.
Riding in once again, Joe Panic. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Panic, originally from New York State. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Corbin is there for it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Buster Posey now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And Lamb will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Digging in to try it again. A.J. Pollock, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. Throw into second, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. High and deep to right center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Into the box, Jake Lamb as he sends it on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Yeah, that's a pitch right there to split finger that needs to be buried, and it was not executed. Left it thigh high, and as an offensive player, that's what you're waiting on.
Stepping in now, Andres Blanco. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
In now, Joe Acevedo. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he hits one on a line to left field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. One run is scored.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Murphy.
Standing in now, John Ryan Murphy. A weak chopper up the line, but that one rolls foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. In to score is the runner from third, make it 5-1.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guy...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 9 men... come to the plate for score. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Sliders in for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
A shot down the first baseline. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line. A fair ball.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
0-1 the count. A base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees into both corners.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They're down here 5-1. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Number 4, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Ketel Marte. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Slater will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's
driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up full side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
The batter, third baseman.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Pickoff move to second, and he'll be back in standing up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jack Levine comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Gomez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, strike one. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Giants down in order. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching for San Francisco.
Ready for another shot now. Andres Blanco. Lifetime against Sam Dyson. He's just 1 for 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. And the changeup is way low that time. Drilled to the right side. Panic's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first down. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Digging in once again, Joe Acevedo. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And he'll put this away for the second out. Ready now, Gregory Polanco. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low apparently. 2 out, nobody on. So 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Another full count pitch on its way. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as we show you the Arizona team leaderboard, we find he currently ranks 3rd on the ball club in that department. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Henry Hoskins. And Dan he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Turned on down the line. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Acevedo is over. The play is made, but they're going to challenge his arm. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes 3rd on the flyout. Ready for another shot now. Buster Posey, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch. Missed with a slider. A high fastball is in there. Hoskins stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from 3rd. And the run will score on the sac fly as they're hanging around at 5-2 now. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Belt. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Diamondbacks lead this one 5-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Patrick Corbin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Corbin.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. A 1 pitch on its way. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Panic comes up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, center fielder, A.J. Pollard.
Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, A.J. Pollard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Throw on to 1st, 2 gone.
Now batting, second base.
Digging in once again, Ketel Marte. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Line drive to center field. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single, 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Marte leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Austin Slater will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning, as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
The 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Brandon Crawford is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Jack Levine comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Blanco into shallow left. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready once again, Miguel Gomez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Will Smith will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Denard Span will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. He's set. Here it comes. Hit out toward second. Fielded by Panic. And there's 1 away. Ready for another chance? Andres Blanco. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Panic is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 12.
Striding in once again, Joe Acevedo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Slater's under it. And that's the third out. So in now for San Francisco, Denard Span. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Henry Hoskins. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. And this is up and in, ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. This is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Here's Joe Panik. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Popped him up. Lamb has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2. Hunter Strickland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, Hunter Strickland.
Digging in and looking for more, Gregory Polanco. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Gregory Polanco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over the first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
John Ryan Murphy.
Up next for Arizona, John Ryan Murphy. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Hit down the third baseline. Gomez takes it in. And they will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground. And you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, A.J. Pollock, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. The 2010 National League Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey, will start things out after the break. Ninth inning coming up. D-backs lead it 5-2. David Hernandez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
47, David Hernandez.
Here's Buster Posey now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Hernandez, a right-hander standing 6'3". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win. And they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
5-2 the final today. Arizona led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Patrick Corbin earns his 8th victory of the season. Ariel Miranda was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. David Hernandez strikes out the side to record the save, his 20th of the season. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. The victorious Diamondbacks, 5 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Giants, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street stations.